Was she protecting her daughter, or was she making a serious mistake? This Tennessee mom's murder case is dividing the internet right now. Let me break it down for you. Kendra Scott was arrested after allegedly shooting and killing a 20-year-old man after finding him hiding under her 13-year-old daughter's bed. Kendra's lawyer called the situation the worst nightmare of any parent of a 13-year-old girl. It all started when her daughter told police that she invited Rodarius Morton over around 1 a.m. When her mother, Kendra, got home, though, she pounded on the door, questioning who was in her home. When Kendra got inside the room, she allegedly found Rodarius hiding under her daughter's bed. According to the daughter's statement to police, Kendra had said in the past that if she sees a boy in the house, I will put a hole in his ass. The written statement says that she chased him outside. The sound of a gunshot alerted neighbors to the situation, with a neighbor later telling police he found her outside holding a gun with Rodarius dead on the floor. She allegedly told the neighbor, I shot him. The case has since exploded online. Some believe she acted like any parent would, but others argue that once the man was outside, deadly force was not justified. She's now charged with first-degree murder and employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. Kendra told police, I did what I had to, according to the written statement, but whether her actions were legally justified is now a question for the court.
Now, from a legal standpoint, the mother was completely out of line. Like, she did not have to do that. This is what happens when you resort to violence as a first option, instead of utilizing every other means available, namely the police. She should have had the police arrest that man and actually take him to court, because she actually would have had a chance to, build a case that this man was predatory and engaging in a predatory relationship with her daughter. But no, she decided to take things way out of proportion and do something completely unnecessary. And not only that, she actually put herself in a predicament where now her daughter is now no longer going to be protected. She's at risk of going to jail, and her daughter is going to be left either being relocated to a relative, or worst case scenario, be put in the foster care system. Like, again, utilizing violence as a first option to resolve serious problems like this or heinous situations like this is completely illogical. The only way that violence as a first option would make sense is if it was a life or death situation, or in a situation of at least equivalent, like, risk of harm from a legal standpoint, especially, because this is not going to be a self-defense case, especially after her daughter spewing like incriminating evidence, like pretty much they're threatening to unalive anybody that talks to her daughter. Like, that's going to be bite her in the ass in court. So yeah. Now, as far as other research goes, like, there's been some discussions online and other sources, like the victim's family pretty much insinuated that, or claimed that although they don't condone the son's behavior or actions, that they specified that the son was developmentally delayed and that he was, like, mentally younger than his actual age, as to, clarify the whole predatory behavior, which, if it's true, because again, allegation, that complicates the situation even more so, legally speaking. And also tried to insinuate that the daughter could have potentially lied about her age to be in an illicit relationship with him, which is also, again, alleged. We don't know all the facts as of yet. And if that were to be true, that further complicates the situation even more, and could potentially, the daughter could also, if it's true, if there's evidence of this even being true, she could be, put on the chopping block for that. And I think even the most damning aspect of it, which actually changes a lot of what I said earlier, is, and allegedly the mother's friend went on live and made some daring accusations against the mother.
I got the phone call. It was from her cousin. They were saying that she had got arrested. At that time, nobody knew exactly what had happened. They just said she got arrested and they needed some blood money. At that point, I had cashed out $1,500. I'm thinking it's just for some DV shit with 100 minutes, which is typical normal shit, right? So then when I got the phone call back, they was like, oh, she didn't unalive the dude, I'm not going to say her daughter's name. She said, I'm respect that. She unalived him. Okay, well, the bitch ain't getting the bun. So everybody just held off till we heard more. For what, it wasn't no sneaking in. She knew of their relationship. They had been dating going on 2 years, okay? He was able to come to the house and do everything. However, she had told him he could no longer come over there because she wanted him to pay her light bill. He didn't have the money. So she told her daughter, he cannot come over here no more until that motherfucker give her some money, okay? He didn't steal her mama credit card. Her mama got him the Uber because she lied like he was gonna bring her cash. That's all he had, cash. He wasn't able to cash out, steal none of that. All he had was cash, right? However, that's why he made it there. She told him she was on the way home. He could be there when she's there so she can get the bread. That's why it's 30 minutes apart. It wasn't no, she was trying to sneak him in and get him there before the mama got home. No, he just arrived literally, because it takes about 15, depending on if you cut over, it takes about 30 minutes for you to get back to that side of town. Okay, that's how long it took. She got there. He didn't have the money. That's when he ran. They get into an argument. He ran into her room, shut the door. He got up under the bed. She talked. That's when she got the gun, went in there and get the fuck out of my house, all this and that. He said a few words, turned around and walked out. That's when she did what she did. The reason why they're trying to get her for premeditated murder is because the daughter ended up showing the text messages where she said, if he come back to my house and ain't got my money, I'm gonna kill him.
Wow.
Yes, she
So it's not, yes, the predator thing.
He should be in jail.
A thing, that's an issue, yes. But however, the mama was condoning the shit that's been going on.
Yes, the mama needs to be in jail.
To her, we can't say nothing because that ain't our child. We can't do none of that. That ain't our business. However, we can say how that shit is disgusting, but if you allowed it, you would allow it. She was allowing it because it was making her stay at home and watch the other kids. As far as her having a job and 2-3 jobs, Kiki ain't never held down no job. Yeah, she worked at Amazon. Her real name Kendra, but we call her Kiki. She worked odd jobs here and there, but bitch ain't never held down no job, for real, for real. Though she wasn't coming from overnight work, and she was coming from her dude house to try to get the money for the light bill.
That is some heinous allegations. And it's a little bit skeptical that she just casually, throwing out this information on a TikTok live where she probably should have just kept it shut and, be a witness in the court. But I don't think she was subpoenaed yet or, meant to testify yet. Like, these are some, again, nonetheless, so severe allegations, because if it's true, then her mother would get into even more trouble. But, like, considering the stuff that I've seen on the internet, particularly when it comes to situations like this, like single mothers and, like, adult men interacting with children and how they handle these situations.
I want $10,000 for what you did to my daughter, bitch. $10,000, and I might not put you in jail, ho. I just might.
Palace Honduran, he don't give a fuck. He savage. So he like, shit, you been talking about you wanting to do this to me. You finna, do me like this. So I guess he got aggressive with her, and she was like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sleep with all of y'all. I'm only sleeping with him.
It's just, well, there's still all of this stuff I pointed out today was all alleged, or mostly alleged. We don't have much else on the case. We're gonna have to wait until more developments come soon, so we'll just have to wait.